Hey yo people, Ruby of Blue here, and welcome to my modded Halo CE campaign. So I made this because even though I think Halo CE probably has the best gameplay out of the Halo games, I think I could still make some improvements to it. Turn down the audio just a little bit. So I just changed a few things. You can see the change list in the description to make Halo CE an even more perfect experience than it already was. I think it has the best gameplay, the best weapons, and some of the best enemies in the series. So we're going to show off exactly the changes I made to the mod, or made to the main game with my mod today. Just, you know, I'm by no means like a modder. I just, you know, use some basic editing tools to tweak some numbers in the game, in a way I think it makes it better. So we're gonna go through those changes as I play through the entirety of the campaign. Gonna be skipping all the cutscenes though. Let's go.
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here. Positions Alpha through Sierra. Sensors show inbound Covenant boarding craft. Stand by to repel boarders.
Sorry, that's my controller acting up. So right off the bat, I will tell you that I've decreased the player's health by 1/3. It was 75, I decreased it to 50 to make it a little bit harder, but still fair. You know, the shields are still unchanged though. So coming up here, we'll get into this a bit later, but I have drastically increased the firing aggression for all friendly AI, no matter what weapon they're using, except for the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle was already good. Sniper rifle Marines were already good. But yeah, the crewmen fire faster, assault rifle Marines fire faster. You can see here how fast he's firing from here. You know, makes them a lot more useful. And also, they use cover more often, and they should dodge from grenades more often.
Don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
Pistol's been unchanged. I think it's perfect the way it is in CE. Oh, missed the trigger. Gotta get the checkpoint to get the pistol. Now the assault rifle. The assault rifle has had its accuracy drastically increased, so that it's actually much more viable now. It's actually a pretty underrated weapon in the original Halo CE, but here, it's just as useful as the other weapons. So you can see just how much more aggressive the Marines are, and they're a lot more useful. And you can see just how much the assault rifle's accuracy has been increased. The assault rifle is going to be my main weapon that I use during this playthrough, so I can showcase just how good it is now. All the other weapons have been unchanged, so not going to be using them nearly as much.
Sorry. Hold your fire, Daddy. What the hell? Did something just hit us? Move in. It was actually airlock.
Plasma grenade unchanged. Yeah, you can see.
There's two of us in here now, remember?
You can see there how I've decreased the health a little bit. I'm already taking more damage than normal.
They're using our lifeboat airlocks to
But I
attach
think it's
their
still
boarding
reasonable.
craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards.
Plasma pistol and plasma rifle have been unchanged. I think they're perfect the way they are in CE. So the reason that I think the assault rifle has always been weak in Halo CE, or not weak, but inaccurate, is because Bungie wanted to start you out with a weapon in most levels, with a weapon that wasn't as viable as all the other weapons, because they didn't want you to stick to this weapon the whole time. They wanted you to try out some of the other weapons from time to time. And that's reasonable, but I don't think the assault rifle should be an unviable weapon just so you can encourage other players, to pick up new weapons. I think it should be a perfectly fine weapon in its own right. And so that's what I did. I made it a good weapon. It was already my favorite weapon in CE that I used the most, so I'm just making it more viable. Elite and Plasma Pistol Grunt AI has been unchanged, but we'll get into some Grunt changes a bit later in the later levels. Also, if this looks too easy, this is on Legendary. If this looks too easy, it's just because, you know, I've played this multiple times over. And because the assault rifle is also more viable now. We're not gonna get into the real, like, you're not gonna see, like, the big changes to the assault rifle until we get into the more open and long-range levels. For a frame of reference, its reticle is now the widest its cone of fire can expand to. So the reticle is the widest the cone of fire can expand to. And if you feather the trigger like this, it's almost laser accurate. Not quite laser accurate, but it's very accurate. So prepare, if you don't like the assault rifle, this stream's probably not going to be for you, because I'm going to be using it as my main weapon. Using this Marine as my meat shield here. As you can see, the Marines still can die pretty easily to aggressive fire from the Covenant, but they're just more competent now at killing them.
The life pods are launching. We should
I think in general, 2 Marines should be equal to an elite, and about 3 grunts should be equal to 1 Marine.
The Covenant are destroying the life pods.
Maybe 2 grunts. 2 major grunts equal to 1 Marine, 3 minor grunts equal to 1 Marine. Hello, Lord Neko. 3 Marines equal to 1 major elite. 2 Marines equal to 1 minor elite. You know, you can ask me about my Halo equations. You gotta be very careful with how you approach major elites in this game. They are very aggressive. You know, the great thing about Halo CE was you could approach pretty much any enemy and any encounter with any weapons you want, and you could find a way to make it work. Though it's not as easy with the assault rifle in the original game. So, I just brought the assault rifle up to the level of the rest of the weapons. Powerful and competent in most situations. That's what I love about Halo CE. It gives you the freedom to choose how you want to go about encounters. That's something that's great about Halo in general. Because it gives you this big sandbox to play around with. So we're approaching the end of the Pillar of Autumn here. So just showing off how good the assault rifle's range is now. Accuracy, I mean. Range and accuracy are two different things, I think.
The damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
So since the assault rifle's max spread only goes to the limits of the crosshair itself, you can have a good frame of reference for the accuracy of the assault rifle at all times.
There's one last lifeboat.
Alright, moving into the second mission here.
Chief?
We're gonna see
Chief, can you hear me?
just how good the accuracy is on the assault rifle now, if you use it correctly, that is.
The others. The impact.
The thing I wanted about the assault rifle is I wanted it to punish poor trigger discipline, if you will. That's not the right word, trigger discipline. Firing discipline. I wanted it to take skill to use, because I think it's actually the most skillful weapon to use in the original Halo CE, because it's probably the least competent, so therefore it takes the most skill to use effectively. But I wanted it to take skill to use effectively in a fair way. In a reasonable way. Hello, SF. Hello, Sean. So, in this encounter up here, I'll show you just how much how far the assault rifle can be taken with the proper firing discipline. You can see the blood splattering out just from this far away. What I find so fun about the assault rifle in Halo CE is that it's an extremely dynamic weapon. Like, the distance you are from an enemy dictates how you fire the weapon. You fire your weapon differently at every distance. And you have a high degree of control over your fire rate. That's what I find so fun about it, and that's why it's my favorite weapon. So you can see just how good the range is on it with good firing discipline, accuracy.
I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill.
And again, you can see how the health has been, player health has been decreased a little bit. It still gives you enough room for error, but I think it makes the game more difficult in a reasonable way. The great thing about Halo CE on Legendary is that it still gives you plenty of room for error. It doesn't punish you with death instantly. Rather, it punishes you... Oh, Marine died. It punishes you by taking your health away and making encounters progressively harder because you have less health to play around with. So the more careless you are, the progressively harder encounters are going to get. You know, it gives you like a gradual warning. There we go, look at that. Oh, Marine died. Damn it. Wanted to show off how good they were now.
Good to see you, sir. I thought we were the only ones who made it off the Pillar of Autumn.
It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all over this valley. We called for evac, but until you showed up, I thought we were cooked.
I'm gonna take it as assault rifle ammo.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
Dropship heading in. Over here.
That is a lot of assault rifle ammo. Think so, buddy. Frag grenades in this game are so good, especially when the floods show up later. They're basically your best friend against jackals. Look at that accuracy. Oh, Marine died. I want to keep my Marines alive so I can show you how good I made them. So another change I made, that we're gonna see right here. I made the firing aggression. I upped the firing aggression of the Covenant dropships. He'll shoot at me here. Oh, he's not gonna shoot at me, he's too low. Show it off a bit later. Oh, pay attention to the major grunts with the needlers. Hold on, I'll leave one alive so I can show off what I mean. They now fire much more aggressively. So major grunts now fire needlers much more aggressively. The minor grunts still fire needlers the same way, but the major grunts fire them much faster. So let's see if I can get this one to shoot at me.
Uh-oh, another bandit dropping in behind us. They're trying to flank us.
It fires his weapon much faster now. I have no idea how that major elite wasn't affected by my grenade. So the crewmen should be firing their weapons aggressively too. So they have pistols. Do some pistol sniping here. try to take out this one elite. There we go. Did a Marine just jump off? Yeah, you can see the player health here. It's much, well, not much lower, it's a little lower. Not today, Vinyl. God, I'm getting shot at from all sides here. Changed list is in the description, Vinyl. I'm going over it right now. This is one of the hardest encounters in the game, by the way. Look at that Needler firing aggression. It really turns them into more of a threat. Needler enemies really weren't much of a threat in the original game. Will I play the Crash Insane trilogy? Maybe. After it, but I'll play the original first.
More lifeboats. They're coming in fast.
What do I think of Call of Duty? It's okay.
Those lifeboats make it down. The Covenant are going to be right on top of them.
Bowhammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana.
Alright, we're getting into the Warthog here. Look at this. I massively increased the Warthog's acceleration rate.
That's affirmative. Echo 419 staying on station. Bowhammer out. The Master Chief and I need some backup. Can you spare a few men?
So I increased the Warthog's acceleration rate, making it so it reaches its top speed much faster. Oh, we didn't get Johnson. So now the Warthog is much more maneuverable. And the Warthog is supposed to be like a super fast vehicle and everything. So I just changed its acceleration to reflect that. Hopefully it makes it more fun to drive.
Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere. I've hacked into the Covenant battle network. They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels. We should show them who they're dealing with. Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
Other than that, the Warthog has been unchanged.
Here comes more. I'm on it. You can't hide from me. Back me up. Covering fire.
Oh god. Don't want my Marine to die.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
They're everywhere. Over there.
Let me take care of these grunts over here. Alright, let's reposition a bit.
Back me up. What the? Ah!
If I were a Pokemon, what type would I be? Dragon Electric. These elites are being really aggressive today. Trying to jump up here. Nothing more satisfying than just unloading on an enemy. My favorite Mario game? I don't know. I'm not I'm not a big Mario fan, but I do like the games. I'll have to go back and replay them though. I haven't played most of the 3D games though. I've only played 64 and Sunshine. And I've only played like 2D games, World and Bros. 1. The Warthog is like lightning fast, like it should be now. I love it. Hello, Extreme Lucario.
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
Hello, lonely embryo.
Lifeboat detected. No sign of survivors. Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Don't mind my the sniper HUD there. It's a bit janky. That's a thing with the Halo PC tweaks that I have. Not the ones I fix. Not from my mod, but the just general enhancements for Halo PC. I could actually fix that, actually. In fact, let's do that. Hold on. Scale HUD. No, that doesn't fix it. Scale HUD. Oh, we could just do this. There we go. I can deal with that. That's better. I had it like that before. I don't know why it changed. I don't know why I didn't notice it until now.
We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
I really don't want the Marines to die here.
Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Don't get cocky now. Nice shot.
Should be one more elite. I don't know where he went. Oh, fuck, there he is.
We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
I should go in from the other side.
Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Nice shot.
Better yet, if you kill all the enemies that are on the surface, or most of them, the Marines will come up by themselves, and the jackals down there won't spawn. No, my cats have been fine today. They haven't been annoying me. Been perfectly lovely. Alright, let's position the Warthog somewhere on the ridge. Loving this Warthog acceleration. Makes it so much more fun to drive.
More over here.
Alright, let's position it right here for now.
Can't hide from me. I'm on it.
I'll go deal with these guys over here. Okay, let me just take out the guys on top of the structure. And then I'll move it up a bit.
There's another one. I see him. There it is. I see him.
We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
You like that? Nice shot.
Alright, Coveys are all taking cover. I'll go flank them. Alright, now the Marines down low are starting to make their move.
Cavalry is
There they are.
Call for an evac.
Roger that. Marines, assemble for evac. Pronto. Area secure.
Got a couple more enemies. I think he's underground.
We should secure the area before the dropship arrives.
Echo 419 to Cortana. Come in.
We read you, Echo 419. We have survivors and need immediate dust-off.
Roger, Cortana. On my way.
My passenger is taking quite a bit of damage.
Additional lifeboats in your area. One near a rock slide. And another
Can I get a
at the river.
replacement?
Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors. Acknowledged. We're on our way.
Showtime.
Hey, nice. I got 2 armored Marines. Two full health Marines, in fact. Nice. My gunner hasn't taken any damage. Oh, a change I did make to the Banshee is I made its plasma bolts more accurate.
Take that. Keep it up, bro. More of them. Man, watch this thing. Over here.
There are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
Firing! What? Way to go! Who's laughing now? Good one! There's another one! I see him! Can't hide! Back me up!
Damn.
More over here! There it is! Roger that. Cover fire!
I actually made the Master Chief a bit weaker, the E1X Blaster.
Right on. More of them! Found them. I'm on it. Oh! How's that feel?
There are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
More over here! Let's do it. Nail it! Can't hide from me! Back me up!
I'm gonna go flush out this elite. Now I gotta go flush out these jackals. I think that's it. You don't understand the reload animation?
There it is! Hey, look! Mach 5! You're a sight for sore eyes, Chief. We're in a bad way. We've got wounded here.
I'll call in a dropship to pick them up.
Nice shot! Over here! Here comes more! I see him! Oh, me, huh? More where that came from. Nice shot! There's no stopping me! Ain't so tough now, are ya?
Echo 419 to Cortana. Foehammer's on station and ready for another pickup. Affirmative, Foehammer. We're ready for dust-off. Approach when ready. We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419. Good luck.
What? E1X Blaster?
Warning. I've picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain is still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving
Whoa.
crew. Hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors.
I splattered one of my Marines there.
Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
Bad at
Hurry and find
aiming.
the final lifeboat. Hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors. Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
Eat it! It up! There's another one! School is now in session!
and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors. Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
Whoa! Nice shot! Roger that.
Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors. Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
Nice shot! Nice shot! Here comes more.
Just got a checkpoint.
Over here!
Right.
I'll find the bastard.
Fucking brilliant. 4 Marines dead, and I got a checkpoint that I can't reload.
Yikes! Here comes more! Stay on target. That one's down. Right on. Time to take your medicine, kids! There it is. I see him.
You can see how fast the dropship fires now.
Whoa! Yikes! There's another one. Back me up. Over here. Roger that. Oh, man. Nice and smooth now. Good one. Nice shot. Nice shot. Ooh. Can't fight this thing alone. What the? More of them. Can't hide from me. Give me an angle. Firing. Pay me for this. No running.
I don't think I can really do anything about CE's broken splatter physics. Not that I would really want to. I mean, look at this.
I'm on it. Here comes more. I see him.
Hey, Zevinster.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Like that. Keep it up. Right on.
That's the last of them. Roger that. I'm on my way.
New traffic on the Covenant BattleNet. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser, the Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin. There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief. Ready for dust off.
Hey, Blitz Dragon.
We should move out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission. The enemy has captured Captain Keyes and are holding him aboard one of their cruisers, the Truth and Reconciliation. The ship is currently holding position approximately 300 meters above the other end of this plateau.
So how do we get inside the ship if it's in the air? The Corps issued me a rifle, not wings.
There's a gravity lift that ferries troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. That's our ticket in.
Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock on to the tracking signal from Captain Keyes' neural implants.
Hit 'em, Marines! Go, go, go! The Corps ain't paying us by the hour!
Stick to the higher ground to the right. We should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted. I've detected Covenant stationary guns near the next pass. I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support.
Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant. The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Then Elite got in the shade turret. So I made a change to the shade turret as well. It fires more accurately, and the enemies also fire much more aggressively. And I also upped its projectile speed. And the same applies to the dropship turrets as well, I think. So let's see here. So it's much more useful now. Oh, there's still a Grunt alive. Stream Lucario, stop being weird.
Stop. Motion tracker shows movement around the next bend.
We're ready to advance as soon as you call for us, Cortana.
I'm playing on Legendary E1.
Covenant forces detected up ahead. The path up on the left should let us sneak up around them.
So sniper rifle's been unchanged. I think it's pretty much perfect in this game. So this is a little strat that I like to do. I like to come up just far enough to where I can see them, see the enemies, but not far enough to where I activate the trigger to get the Marines to move up.
Don't let him get away. Careful, it could be anywhere.
I don't know what this Jackal's doing.
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
Kill enough enemies, Covenant dropship appears without having the Marines to move up.
What was that?
And you can take the dropship guys out from a safe distance.
Something me, huh?
Scale the ridge here. No Grunts in the turrets. Move up.
Cortana to Fire Team Charlie. Move up on the left. You should be able to flank the enemy.
Roger that.
Oh, Marine died. Oh well. No face cam because I want to put the emphasis on the game. This is about the game, not me. What the fuck was that effect?
Cortana to Echo 419. Requesting reinforcements at our position.
Roger, Cortana. Echo 419 on approach.
So just doing the glitch here where you can get extra Marines if you go forward and hit the dropship trigger before your Marines move up, so the game thinks your Marines are dead. All right, hunters.
All right, are we bad or what? Mother of God. I never thought I'd get this close to one of these things. How the hell are we going to get inside that monster?
They no longer die from headshot weapons in one hit.
Between the ship and the surface. We need to ambush them at the grav lift's loading zone and use the lift to enter the ship.
They're still sniper rifles still really effective against them though.
Hostiles present. Marines, secure the grav lift and prepare for boarding. Yes, sir.
Once we're inside the ship,
Twitch is going to be sort of my backup to YouTube.
they'll probably be in or
So
near
if
the
YouTube
bridge.
streaming goes bad, then I can always fall back on Twitch.
We're in. I've got a good lock on the captain's CNI transponder. No Covenant defenses detected.
What? There's no covenant here. Think maybe nobody's home. Hey, nice shot. Contact! Lots of contact! No covenant. You had to open your mouth. We showed him. Yeah.
For some reason, I find aiming in Halo CE much harder than in other games. I'm not sure why. I know, right? The Marines in Halo are the best. That's why I love to keep them alive. Whoa! Ran out of sniper ammo. Damn it. Move. Holy shit. Shut up, alarm clock. I'm busy. Quiet, quiet. That wasn't fair. Hold on. I'm gonna up my sensitivity a little bit. There we go. So hunters are now actually a threat, now that you can't kill them in one hit. Alright, let's just go right ahead the way we need to go while the Marines go down there.
Wait, that's the locked door down there. The Marines are waiting on the other side. The controls to open it must be somewhere in this room. Find some more ammo down here for the sniper and the AR. Pre-firing here to get the cubbies to come out of hiding. Hello? These doors are supposed to be opening.
I guess a covey got stuck behind one of the doors. So bad at aiming.
I saw this one move. I'll keep him still. Whoa. Oh. I'm going after him. Come on. Let's find him.
There we go.
All cleared, sir.
We should get moving.
All right, everybody stay cool. Yell if you see anything.
Still got all my Marines.
Let's find him.
Hey, which way should we go now? All the doors on this level are locked.
Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code to open a door.
You better hurry, Cortana. We can't hold them off all day.
Working on it.
I'd like to see you crack 128 modulating encryption key.
Hunters are a real threat now.
through now. I can't guarantee that it won't lock again when it closes.
He flew.
Cover fire! Who's with me? Let me get that for you.
Shoot his hand and he dies.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sometimes enemies can spawn behind you.
Whoa! I see him. Over here. Get your long nice turn good. What was that? Look at him fly. Get out of the way. Here, I did a little extra for you. Hey, nice shot. Oh, yeah. Damn. Did anybody see him? Where are they? All clear, sir.
One Marine, come on. Come on.
Por Dios. Good one. Yay. Nice shot. Cover fire. Does anybody see him? Don't you worry, they'll be careful. That was mine. Sorry, soldier. Careful.
Yeah, the Marines in Halo CE shoot each other a lot. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that.
All right. Hold your fire! My fault. That burns! Nice shot!
Where did that elite go? There he is. Woo! I've had all my Marines survive. They won't survive this upcoming section, though.
We must be in the brig. These look like holding cells. There are probably multiple detention stations. The captain must be in one of them. We need to keep looking for him.
Oh, forgot to pick up the active camo. You can shoot him there and it won't do anything. It's just funny. So these Marines already fired extremely aggressively in the original game. I did actually change it to where they throw plasma grenades instead of frag grenades, because it doesn't make sense for them to have frag grenades at this point. But I don't know if that'll happen here. Let's just bait them into combat and see what happens. See if any of them throw grenades. Alright, we'll just keep an eye out for any grenades that they throw. I don't know if these Marines are programmed to be able to throw any grenades, but I change it to plasma if they are. Like I said, frag grenades are your best friends against jackals. Got a 2 for 1 there. So, sadly, there's no way to save these guys that I know of.
We have the captain and need extraction on the double. Negative, Cortana. I've been engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having a tough time shaking them. You'll be better off finding your own ride. Sorry. Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out.
Air support is cut off, Captain. We need to hold here.
I like to get all the Marines back here where it's safest.
Now we're trapped here. We're screwed. Stow the belly aching, soldier. Remember, you're a leatherneck. Cortana, if you and the chief can get us into one of those Covenant dropships, I can fly us out of here.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
Hope there's still a health pack. Yep. As awesome as the plasma pistol is, I'm not going to be using it right now.
That's it. The drop.
Alright, silent cartographer. Get to see some more Warthog action.
The Covenant believe that what they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to come out swinging. Touchdown! Hit it, Marines! Go, go, go!
Hey, Polite Litton. Hey, Simmons. So you can see just how effective the Marines are in this level in particular. Their increased fire rates.
Area secure.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a Warthog.
Hey, I didn't know you made house calls, Forehammer.
You know our motto. We deliver.
Okay, let's move out. Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center.
Look at that. Increased acceleration.
Cover fire!
I like to nickname the assault rifle as it is now the Thunder Cloud, because its firing sound sounds like thunder, and it is very effective now.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Want some more of this? Keep it up!
Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that
I'm gonna leave the
map room
Warthog
should
over
be
there.
at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside. Don't let them lock the doors. Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center. We have to get to the center before the Covenant. And failure, people, is not an option.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bogies.
Second squad, ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside. LZ looks secure, sir. Nothing moving.
Good luck, people. Keys out.
It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island. We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Firing!
Alright, let's re-grab the AR. And leave the Marines to guard the entrance. Got some more hunters coming up, and I'll show you that they're immune to the pistol. Well, not immune to the pistol, but immune to headshots now. So they don't die instantly from the pistol anymore. Look at that. Hunters are supery dupery dangerous now. And this level has the most hunters out of any other Halo game, I think. This or Assault on the Control Room. So you can see the minor grunts still fire their needlers in the same way. It's the majors that fire it much more aggressively. I think actually fighting them is a lot more interesting than just one-shotting them all the time.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system. Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
I like how the bodies are still there.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude!
Understood. We're on our way.
Whoa.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
I love how the fall damage works in this game. If you slide down a slope like that, you can curb the fall damage, and also you can crouch right before you hit the ground, or right as you hit the ground to negate fall damage at a certain point. I really like how the fall damage works in this game. Totally, Extreme Lucario, that would be awesome.
No running. Don't try to break that off me.
Still dying one hit from splattering though.
Do you need some more ammo?
Nice job, buddy. You killed your own ally.
Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site.
It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
Negative. They're closing in too fast. Negative. Chief, you Gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Give him hell, Marine.
We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map. There. That.
Gonna be skipping cutscenes, so this stream doesn't go on for too long. This isn't gonna be like a main playthrough. I'll do another playthrough of Halo CE where I actually watch all the cutscenes and talk about the story. Right now it's just about the mod. Okay, bye-bye.
Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup. Roger, on my way.
Warthog gun has been unchanged. Now we move to Assault on the control room, and we'll get to see the changes I made to the Scorpion tank.
This is as far as I can go. Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here. Good luck. Foehammer out.
Okay, bye. Always use grenades on jackals.
The Covenant presence here is strong.
I love this assault rifle.
They seem to have the
The
entire
Thunder
region
Cloud.
secured. Interesting. The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
This is Fire Team Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any UNSC forces. Does anyone copy? Over.
I didn't think there were any human forces left on this.
So you can see the turret is much
Cortana to
faster.
Fire Team Zulu, I read you. Fire Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
The turret is much, fires much, projectiles are much faster, and also, it's more accurate. The Banshee's focusing on the Marines down there and got wrecked. Get down there. I just Sparta kicked that motherfucker. Bullshit.
Interesting. The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
This is Fire Team Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any UNSC forces. Does anyone copy? Over.
I didn't think there were any human forces left on this part of the ring.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu, I read you. Fire Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
Interesting. The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
This is Fire Team Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any UNSC forces. Does anyone copy? Over.
I didn't think there were any human forces left on this part of the ring.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you. Fire Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
These guys are about to feel my wrath. You die. I don't think you did it right, Extreme Lucario. Fucking Grunt. I'm gonna redo that actually, because I actually want my health. Hello, TM. Ah. I don't know where Stent's been all day. He's not on Discord. Okay, good night, Extreme Lucario. Oh, that's another change I made. The enemy ghosts or ghost pilots now fire more aggressively, so they're actually a threat now. Alright, I need to grab the rocket launcher to deal with this ghost. If I can't stick it. Just gave him a love tap. There we go. Now we need to get rid of this Wraith. Can't lose any Marines. This is the hardest part of the game to keep Marines alive in. There we go. Now, take out the Wraith.
Let's roll! Everybody out! Oh yeah!
All right. Crisis averted. So the Marines with needlers also fire a lot faster. I don't know if one of my Marines has a needler. All right, perfect checkpoint. Yeah, there we go. One of my Marines has a needler. Two of my Marines have needlers, and they're firing at them very aggressively. Look at that. They're like spending their entire magazine. Whoa, watch it with the random grenades. So I should have 6 Marines. Get 3 from the first area, 3 from the area of the tank. Now, I made significant changes to the Scorpion tank such that it plays almost completely differently. It's much closer to its Halo 2 counterpart. Its acceleration has been upped very, very much, and its main cannon and turret are now laser accurate. One of the big problems with the Scorpion tank in the original game was its inaccuracy. That's been completely removed. And it accelerates much faster now. Hopefully making it much more viable and fun to use. Much more consistent. Wait for these Marines to catch up so they don't get left behind. The cooldown time for the main cannon is still the same.
That's what I'm talking about. Whoa! Over here!
But now it's much more reliable. Look at that accuracy.
Looks like that armor wasn't so tough after all. Let's mop up the rest of them.
They're not so tough. I got some of them are wearing skirts. Damn straight! Don't fight him.
This is the only part of the game, of the campaign, which you get a scorpion, so I think it should be worth it.
There it is! Right on! Roger that!
Rolling thunder indeed. Hello, Tajmir.
Hey, mate, that was mine! You stole my kill! I don't see anything! Hey, that was mine! No one mess with us again. Does anyone see him? Whoa! Here comes more!
Hello, Cryptic Revolt.
Great shot! Hey! Got him! Hey, leave some for me! Whoa! Found him. Keep it up! Let's do it! Firing!
That hunter's still alive. Look at how aggressive the turret fires now. What mods are you using? Well, my own mod, just modifying the modified Halo CE maps. You can see the change list I made in the description. But I'm also using like some other fan-made mods to make the game better, like Chimera to make the animation 60 FPS. I also have the HUD FOV changer, and I'm also using the mouse tool, which gets rid of the mouse acceleration.
That's the way you do it! Alright! Whoa!
I'm gonna put this up for download later, once I'm finalized all the changes. This is basically a test playthrough and showcasing all the changes I made. Dropship also fires much more aggressively. So do the ghosts.
Good shooting.
Nearly died there.
I almost feel sorry for him. They won't mess with us again.
You can also see here, for those just joining us, that I made the Scorpion tank laser accurate and upped its acceleration speed. So it's powerful like it should be and reliable.
Get your road going first. See that? Next time you guys can help. Ah. Yeah.
I'm doing good, TM. And I'm playing on Legendary right now, by the way.
I had them on your side. There it is. Oh yeah. Dummy. What the? My bad. Hold your fire. Don't bother getting up, buddy. I'll keep you down. We showed them. All right.
I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the Marine forces in this area.
And once again, hunters are now immune to headshot weapons. They're immune to headshots, I mean to say. So you gotta face them mano a mano this time. So I should have 11 Marines with me right now. 6 from the first and second area, and 5 from the third. I have no idea how that guy went down in one hit. The elite over there flipped his ghost. So this is a good showcase of how aggressively the Marines fire now. Where'd the elite go? Where'd the elite who was supposed to be piloting that ghost go? Oh, he's all the way over there. What the heck?
Want some more? Keep it up. Oh, you want to get shot some more?
Ow. Jesus Christ. Alright, now I will go grab an AR and pistol. A bunch of my Marines have needlers and plasma rifles. Is it because you have a controller plugged in, and it's like the analog stick is pointing slightly downwards? Wow. Can you not? There we go. Last man standing. Leave this guy back here. Hey, Tim. Oh, God. Ah! Let's do a little bit of sequence breaking. Enjoy the fireworks, ladies. Let's do some more sequence breaking. Yay! So I can show off the Banshee and the Ghost.
Analyzing. This must be the control room. Subtle. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to...
Alright, so I made the Banshee's main gun much more accurate. So it's much more viable to use. Rip.
Analyzing. This must be the control room. Subtle. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to get us inside.
Oh. At least I got a checkpoint this time.
Analyzing. This must be the control room. Subtle. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to get us inside.
Okay, let's get some ghost action. So I made the Ghost's main cannon more accurate as well. Main cannon's more accurate as well. Let's just go grab the Banshee. You will not chase me to the end of the world, sir. I do not reciprocate. Oh, Needler got stuck below the glass. Somehow. Nice.
Scanning. Covenant forces in the vicinity have been eliminated. Let's move on to Halo's control center.
Okay.
The last transmission from the captain's dropship was from this area.
Let me check my change list. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else left that I haven't covered yet, so I don't think I need to play through the next half of the game. Only thing left that's actually left is the Spec Ops grunts fire their needlers even more aggressively than the major grunts. But I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. I got some other stuff I want to do today, so I'll see you all later. I'll have this up for download shortly after the stream ends. Peace out.